Hi, I've come to give you your midweek thought. I hope you're all faring well. It's a really weird time, isn't it? Even now, it all still feels a little bit surreal. And I don't know how you're coping with lockdown, but there are elements to it that I really enjoy, and there are parts of it that I find really difficult. And I'm not sure that the difficult bits are going to get a great deal easier as time goes on, but being separate from you guys is definitely one of the hardest things, and you don't realise what you've got until you lose it. So I want you to know that I'm thinking of you all and praying for you all. I was reading in the newspaper today that the World Health Organization says that we have to get used to a new normal, that things won't go back to the way we knew them, perhaps ever, but certainly not until there's a vaccine. And I was wondering what the new normal for you looks like. For me, it means that I'm spending a lot more time in my garden. I'm doing some projects that I've been putting off for years, just never seem to have the time. And I would encourage you today to think about what the new normal might look like for you. If things don't go back to how we remember them for a long time, what can you do to prepare for that? How can you face a different kind of life? For me, it's a question that I'm still trying to answer. And the kind of phrase, it's a marathon rather than a sprint, keeps coming to mind, because I think this will perhaps take a while. And you can think to yourself, well, how am I going to get through this time? And some words from Isaiah that I'm going to read to you came to my mind. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Even youths will become weak and tired, and young men will fall in exhaustion. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And that reminds me that the strength that I need to face my new normal doesn't have to come from me. It doesn't have to come from even the people around me. It comes from God. And I would encourage you to spend time this week thinking about what your new normal is going to look like. It's easy to just kind of, look at cat videos on YouTube and wait for things to go back to the way they were, but it may be that they won't go quite back the way we expect. And sometimes God uses times like this, times of great shaking, to bring about his purposes. But whatever comes, we know that we don't have to face it alone, and that we have an ever-present God who will renew our strength, who will always be there, who is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That regardless of how the times around us may change, he remains the same. Our relationship with him and with each other remains the same. No virus can change that. No, sorry about the traffic. No virus, no tanking economy, nothing can change the bedrock of the faith that we have. And it occurred to me that one of the things that we really need at this time is kindness. I was listening to somebody the other day and they said that the strongest people are often the kindest. And I don't know about you, but there have been times over the last few weeks and months when I can look back and think that I could have been kinder to others. And I can look back and think that there are times when people could have been kinder to me. Everyone's under stress. So I would just encourage you in your day-to-day life with the people that you live with, that you're stuck with, that you be kind. And if they're not kind to you, to try and be patient. Remember that we are all living under extraordinary strain at the moment, and that kindness goes a long way. Be kind to one another and ask God to renew your strength like an eagle.